Hello everyone, my name is Sagar and I hope you are doing well. In this video, we'll see how we can create a general ledger and how we can post a general ledger using X++ code. Okay, so for that, first of all, let me show you what we are going to do. I will go to my GL module here and let me open this general ledger. So we are going to create an entry here. Okay, so what I will do, I will directly jump to Visual Studio. Here I have created a runnable class named as create general ledger. Now I'll write the X++ code. So the first thing is that to create a general ledger or even like different kind of ledgers, we have to import a table like LedgerJournalTable and LedgerJournalTrans, which contains the header and line information. Okay, now the first thing is I will use my ledger journal name. I will say a ledger journal name, and the first thing is that I need this, right? So when I create this ledger entry, I typically select any name. Each of this name have its own setup and functionality. So I will use this one, this journal one. So I'm going to copy it. Now what I will do, I will simply say here select first only. I will say ledger journal name, where my ledger journal name dot journal name equals to this journal. Okay, now I'll have my value available here. Okay, and now let me define my ledger header and line table first. So I can do this. I can say ledger journal table. Here I will say ledger journal table. Similarly, I will define my lines table as well. LedgerJournalTrans. I will say LedgerJournalTrans. Alright. So now this is fine. Now I will start creating my header first. Okay, now for that what I will do, I will simply first of all will clear the older reference. So I will say LedgerJournalTable dot clear, and then I can say LedgerJournalTable dot my journal name. I can insert the journal name using this LedgerJournal name dot have this field named as journal name, and then I can say LedgerJournalTable. I'm going to leverage one method named as this init from LedgerJournalName, so that the other values will get copied automatically. Okay, and then I'm going to put a number sequence. Let me see what's the error here. Okay, put here double. It's an insertion of value, so I'm going to put single equals to here. So then I will say LedgerJournalTable dot, I'm going to assign the number sequence. So I will say number sequence table equals to, from my LedgerJournal name, I can utilize this number sequence table, and that will help me to get the next journal ID. And eventually at the end I will say please insert my data into this table, journaltable dot insert. Alright, so here we have simply initialize journal name, then few default values, then the sequence, and finally we are calling our insert method. Okay, now once this will be done, then I'll need to create my journal lines. Right now I'll be focusing on my journal lines. Okay, now I will check if my this ledger journal table have data. So I can say my ledger journal table dot rec id. If I will have data, then I want to do something. Okay, and then the first thing is that from my header I will need to copy data to my lines. Right, so for that I can say ledger journal trans. First of all, let me clear the older reference. Then I will say again ledger journal trans. Journal trans. So I'm going to assign the journal number from my this ledger journal table first. So I can say ledger journal table dot journal number. Alright. Now I've inserted this. Now the next one will be I will tell when my transaction is happening. So for that I will say LedgerJournalTrans dot I have this trans date field. I'm going to one second, yeah. So I will simply assign my today's date. So I'm going to use this date time util. Okay, this is not now. Okay, yeah. So let me, yeah. So I'm going to utilize this get today function, and here I will say that assign the value from my this date time util. I will say get user preferred time zone. Yeah, that's it. So this will help me to get the transaction date. Nothing, just basically today's date. Okay. Then I will need to also have my line numbers. So I can say ledger journal trans dot line number. So what I will do, I'm going to use this function from my ledger journal trans. So I have this function named as last line number, and I will specify ledger journal table dot journal number. So this will automatically assign the line numbers for me. So even if you see this function, it is going to provide you the maximum line number here. Okay, so it is going to return the greatest line number for this particular ledger journal ID. Alright, so here we have also assigned the line number to our transaction table. Then the next will be, we'll also need to provide the vouchers as well. For that I'm going to define my voucher EDT here. So I will say voucher. I can define here voucher, and then inside my this voucher, let me give a new line. So inside my voucher I can say equals to new. So I'm going to utilize this new journal voucher number. Okay, and here if you see, I need to get the journal table data. Okay, so for that I can define this journal table data class, and here I have a function named as new table, and inside this new table, if you see, I need to provide my journal table. Okay, so I can simply say ledger journal table. Alright, then here I can utilize this get new, and I can pass false here. So eventually this will get me the voucher number. Alright, now I have my voucher number as well. Now the next thing is that there are few mandatory fields. So for example, let me assign voucher first, because I have just created the voucher but I haven't assigned it to my ledger journal trans. So I will say voucher equals to voucher. Okay, next I need few things. For example, currency, as I'm creating a journal entry, so I will typically debit. Okay, then I need to provide exchange rate as well. So let me quickly do this. So I can say ledger journal trans dot, and what I will do, I will say my currency code. So for now let me assign the currency code as USD only to simplify it, and further I will say ledger journal trans And this time I'm going to assign the value into my this debit field. So I will say this as 101. Okay, now the currency exchange rate is also mandatory field, so I need to specify value on that as well. Trans equals to, so we have this field named as exchange rate. So let me say it as 1.0. Okay, now this all is completed, but now we need to have a ledger dimension as well. Now I've already created multiple videos how we can create the ledger dimension and all this, but for now what I will do, I will go to my posted transaction. Okay, let me get a value from, so let me get a value, let me open this one, this 00637. So I will open this. So basically I need the dimension here. So I need this dimension like this, offset account. So what I will do, I will copy the offset account from this entry as well. So let me tell you what I'm seeing here. For that, what I will need, let me go here. As this is a demo, so I'm going to inside my this LedgerJournalTrans, I will declare one more object of this table. So I will say this as get ledger dimension. Okay, all right. Then inside my this get ledger dimension equals to ledger journal trans. I will tell you why I'm copying it, because as we are doing demo, so we need a valid default dimension and I don't want to create a, so here I need to provide the ledger journal ID. So my ledger journal ID is nothing, this one. Let me copy it. Okay, we have 7 at the end. Let me open Visual Studio. Alright, okay, here we go. So I'll put 7 here. Now next, what all I need, next I need my voucher as well. So let me copy the voucher as well. This is my voucher, right? So I'm going to copy this voucher. I will tell you why I need a older one. I will copy this, and the next one is, okay, for update I'm not going to update this record, so I can pass false here. Alright, okay. Now from this get ledger dimension, I'm going to assign my dimension. Okay, what I'm doing, let me go here. Okay, yeah. So now what I will do, I will define my account type. So basically now I will set up this this guy and this guy. Okay, so I will say ledger journal trans dot account type. Okay, and here I can specify ledger journal account type. We have this enum. Okay, and here I'm going to specify my ledger. Okay, similarly now I will insert data for my offset account as well. So I will again say ledger journal trans dot offset account type. Here we go. Okay, for this one also I'm going to say minimum. I will say ledger journal account type scope resolution. I will say ledger. Okay, now I've specified the type of account. Now I will specify the dimension, like the ledger dimension and the offset ledger dimension. So I need a value dimension, so I will copy the value from this ledger dimension. In your actual real scenario, you may be copying it from somewhere, from a different table, from the sales, from purchase from your, it could be anything. So I've just taken reference from here. So now what I will do, I will come back. Let me go back. Yeah, here we go. So here I will say my ledger journal trans, ledger journal trans dot, I will say here ledger dimension. Okay. From my this get ledger dimension dot, I can copy the value from this ledger dimension to this. So that is the main purpose of leveraging an actual valid ledger dimension. Similarly, here also I will assign my offset journal trans. Is there anything? Yeah, here we go. RNAL ledger journal trans dot. Now I will insert value into my this offset ledger dimension. Offset ledger dimension equals to, from my this get ledger dimension, I can assign my offset ledger dimension. Alright, now once this is done, then I simply need to insert this. So I will say journal trans dot insert. I'm going to call insert. This will insert data for me. Alright, till now I am able to create an entry here. So now what this code will do, it will create an entry for me. Let me duplicate this tab. Okay, yeah, so it will create an entry for me, and then later on what I will do, now I will also write a posting code as well. It's just a matter of 2 to 3 lines. So for that I'm going to use this class LedgerJournalCheckPost, LedgerJournalCheckPost. So I can say LedgerJournalCheckPost. Alright, so let me go down here. So what I will do, I will say LedgerJournalCheckPost equals to my LedgerJournalCheckPost. So I'm going to call this method new journal table, LedgerJournalTable. Here I need to specify my header table, that is my LedgerJournalTable. So I will say LedgerJournalTable. Okay. Then I need to specify whether want to post or want to have errors and all this. So I will say yes, I want to post it. No, yes, I will say yes. Okay, so that's it. Now I need to, let me back here. Now I will simply call this run method. You can say LedgerJournalCheckPost.run operation. That's it. So you simply need to write this much code. Okay, once you write this code, you do a build, and once your build will be completed, then what you can do, you can run this runnable class. I'm going to copy this. Okay, the last number is 39, so we should get a number greater than 39. So I'm going to call my runnable class here. So I will call my runnable class, and we should see a new entry. So I'm waiting for my class to get completed. Okay, it is posting with this run operation. Okay, and here if you will see, you have simply got a new what do we call journal ID. Okay, I will wait, it will take some time, it's a few seconds. Okay, once that will be done, it should be moved from here from node not posted, that is 642 number. Okay, this is operation is completed. So if I will refresh this 42 has been moved out from this and it will be now into my posted here. And let me search it with 42 contains. Here we go. So I will open this. So if you see exactly, we have put 101 as our debit account, and here is our voucher number and exchange rate, and the this are accounts, like this account and the offset account. This will be copied from this one, right? Exactly this one, and that is salaries and wage payable. And here salaries, other expenses. So similarly, if you will go here, this new 642 one, here also we have salaries and wages payable, and here also we have salaries, other expense. So this is how you can create a ledger journal entry. It's header, lines, voucher, debit, credit, account, etc., and at the same time how you can even post the ledger entries as well. So let me simply reiterate what we did here, just a high level here. First thing is that we need to specify what type of ledger entries we are creating. So we're specifically creating on this one. Then we initialize header, here usually a new journal name, journal ID, we inserted few default values, then we inserted data into our header table, then we went to lines table, where we simply we added the data into multiple fields like the journal number, trans, line number. We get a new voucher as well. We provided the exchange rate, amount, debit, currency code. Then we went here and we provided the ledger and offset, ledger dimension. Then we run. Then we use this LedgerJournalCheckPost to post our journal ledger. So thank you for watching this video.